What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Wise Wonder Tech. Today we have our full review for the Tecno Camon 35G. So the Tecno Camon 35G has 50 megapixels of rear camera and also a 50 megapixels front camera. During testing, what we have noticed that you can take a photo at 100 megapixels. Since it only has 50 megapixel sensor, is what it does is actually doing a pixel binning to make your photo better. Also, what we have noticed on the app is they have added 3 color tuning when you're taking a photo. So we will discuss that in a while and what are the difference of those 3 options for color tuning and if they have any difference or any advantages with the standard photo quality. So watch the video to find out.
What you get in the box is the 75-watt power brick, a power cable, a tempered glass, a hard case. Sadly, no earbuds are included and the phone lacks an SD card slot. This phone currently runs on Android 14 skinned with iOS 14.0.0. Given that this phone is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 720 paired with 8GB of RAM, it is no doubt that this phone runs smoothly when navigating the settings menu and even loads website fast and smooth. However, bear in mind that I am connected to Wi-Fi with 1 gigabit speed, so your mileage may vary. One thing I don't talk about is the game center, but after observing and seeing other game center features out there, this is actually well designed and simple. Unlike other manufacturers, the menu and design are just overkill. But that's my take, so your opinion may be different. Now with the dynamic port, don't expect much because its functions are limited to charging animation, call indicator, recording indicator, and face unlock only. About the screen, we have an AMOLED 120Hz refresh rate, 1080p with 393 pixel per inch density. It's not the best, but it's not bad either. When you're used to having a flagship phones, you will notice the color difference between the flagship phone and a budget-friendly smartphone. For example, when you're watching content on YouTube, you will notice the unnatural skin tone it generates, leaning towards a reddish hue. However, when watching movies, it is excellent, the color is punchy, and provides satisfying visual experience. Although it can only play a maximum resolution of 1440p, even though you have the option for 4K, once it plays 4K, it will stop and drop the resolution to 720p. To go back to the 1440p resolution, you will need to close the app and continue watching to have the option back to 1440p. Also, don't expect much from Dolby features. The sound is uneven when you use the speaker. I don't hear the Dolby signature either. In short, it's just a sticker slap on the box. Now let's move on to the camera performance. For all the people who like taking photos of their food, the color is clean and looks yummy. Even when you zoom in, it looks okay. Let's talk about the 3 color tuning options Tecno added to their camera, which is the Standard, Bright, and Camon. As you can see, Standard has lighter or dimmed color, Bright makes the color of the subject brighter, and the Camon has darker contrast. In the next photo, Standard has lighter color while Bright somehow has a mix of bright and vivid color in some subjects. As for Camon, it has darker contrast, vivid color, and bright color in some subjects. For me, Camon takes better photos than the other options. Heading on to using the portrait mode. With 23mm, 33mm, and 50mm focal length features, the color is vivid and it retains sharp details in 23mm and 35mm focal length. At 50mm focal length, it loses a bit of sharpness. Next is our indoor photo. The color is vibrant and the HDR performs well. It even captures the 3, which is under bright light conditions, thanks to its Samsung ISOCELL GN1 sensor. Now, taking photos at night using the 100 megapixels mode makes the photo brighter, which is similar to the super night mode, but it loses the appeal compared to the reference photo. Taking another shot using super night mode, it performs well with the camera capturing more light, helping to acquire a better shot, though noise is visible but tolerable. This was taken in 100 megapixels mode in a less lit environment. It shows that the camera absorbs more light to make the photo brighter and usable. Now let's head on to the front-facing camera. The front-facing camera's 50 megapixel sensor is equipped with Samsung JN1 sensor. It took good selfies and even managed to retain the image in the background even in bright light conditions. Under a warm light conditions, both samples were good, but we prefer using the default beautification as it smoothens the skin. At night, with less lit environments, it's decent and usable, but it could have been better, like how the back camera performs under less lit environments. Using video for the front-facing camera, be mindful of the lighting conditions. Make sure you are not against the light because it tends to lighten your skin tone, but personally, I don't mind it. And during the evening, in less lit environments, the video is still decent and usable. Taking video using the back camera at 1080p 60 frames per second without a gimbal stabilizer, as expected, the video is shaky but smooth, and the video quality is worth using for vlogging if you're into that. For 720p 30 frames per second with ultra steady on, even though it captured good video, you will notice when you turn, the video seems to skip. So I recommend just using the 1080p 60 frames per second or the 2K with gimbal stabilizer. Now let's head on to the gaming test. The MediaTek Dimensity 720 chipset manages to provide graphic settings of Super and Ultra in Mobile Legends. The experience was smooth, and I didn't encounter any lag or frame drops during long gaming sessions. With Call of Duty Mobile, the maximum graphic settings were high and maximum or max. I experienced no lag or frame drops, and the screen was actually very responsive. It's worth using if you play competitively. Lastly, in PUBG Mobile with graphic settings of HD and high, there was no experience of lag or frame drops. All games tested were played in a long gaming sessions, and the phone did get warm but manageable, and it didn't affect my gaming experience. If you're using bypass charging, the temperature will get lower. However, this was tested in a room temperature of 27 degrees. Overall, the Tecno Camon 35G is a great budget mid-range device. It provides good quality photos and videos. It handled games pretty well and has unexpected feature like the bypass charging. But then again, there's no SD card slot. Also, Tecno didn't disappoint when it comes to their Camon series design. It's an eye-catching design and advertised as Vlog Like a Pro, and I think you can. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Until next time.